What's up, Tube? Let's see, what do we got going on tonight? Alright, hello. Just had a trick or treater at the door of the workshop, so that was fun. Alright, where is the chat? The chat in the chat. Pop it out. Alright, what's going on tonight? It's gonna be a shortish stream, I guess. Short? They're never short, are they? I always say it's going to be short, and then I end up just going on and on and on. This is Noble. For those of you who have followed the story of Noble, for those who haven't, this is Noble. Noble started out as a scar. So what I'm going to do tonight is I am just going to run through the specs of Noble, what I've done to it, you know, things. Yeah. Do not fear, for you are here. Oh, and you still got your moderator status. I don't even have to give it to you. You just are moderator. That's cool. Rock on. Alright, so without further ado, buy me a coffee. I think there's a link in there. Yeah, there's a link to buy me a coffee. There's also a link to a vector and a scope because apparently I don't change the default links in my in my descriptions of my videos. So obviously I did something about vectors and scopes last time. Alright, so this is a Gen 8. This is a Gen 8. It was a Scar. It's now a Honey Badger, I guess. Honey Badger-ish type build. Inspired by a Honey Badger, I should say. And I'm just going to get my close-up camera in some place where it's close up. Okay. What I'll run you through tonight is what I've done here. You might have seen the live stream where I did. Want to see more of the Titan install videos? Yes. There's a story about that one. It's actually not going too bad at the moment. I do need to get myself a battery that's capable of, or more so a battery adapter so I can plug it in. That's capable of running that blaster. But some barrel adapter adjustment and a couple of minor things and she'll be running. Yeah. So that's another story. This is Noble, and I was just going to run through what it is. Okay, so you might have seen the stream where I did. I attempted to put the Gen 8 from Noble, the Scar, into this M4 LS chassis, and it's a good-ish in terms of Gen 8. Like it's a pretty good. I don't know if you can see this. You can't really see it. It's nylon. It's it's pretty solid sort of business, but they are a pain in the butt. These LS, I guess you call it. Black Cow is another one. This one actually, when you pull the charging handle, it does pop the dust cover, which is so unusual for these receivers because it never works. It never works. It either stays open all of the time or it doesn't close ever. This one has a trigger sensitizer that I customized. Yeah, Black Cow. Black Cow? This one has a trigger sensitizer. Someone's messaging me and I didn't mute my phone. And it's a custom made one that I made myself because I don't know, I just did. And I will fire this. I will get a right close up of the trigger so you can see how sensitive it is. If you're familiar with Gen 8 triggers, you know that there's like a mile of pull before they fire. Yay, you finally bought me a coffee. When are you going to come and get your blasters? Because they're here, you know, they're just waiting. It's unsafe at the moment. Safety actually works. I will put it into unsafe. And this does have a battery in it, so this will fire. I will fire left-handed, so you can see the trigger response. Gen 8, so keep that in mind, because Gen 8 has horrible trigger response. Ready? Boom. How about that? That's amazing trigger response for a Gen 8, and keeping in mind the safety still works. So I've seen a lot of trigger sensitizers that you put them in and then the safety doesn't work anymore because they get in the way. I've mentioned that I'm not a huge fan of this receiver, but yeah, whatever. We've got a short key mod handguard here with a MOE grip. This is still a 27 centimeter barrel, so it's still a standard length barrel, even though it's kind of compact-ish. The barrel does go all the way to the end of the suppressor, so you can see the hop up just peeking out the end of the suppressor there. It's a riser R1. I will just take this off. It's a Bruisemaster stainless barrel, and I did get this on my lathe and machine out that to 16 mils so that it screws in and fits over the riser R1 like so, and it just sits in there. So you can unscrew this whole suppressor unit, make your hop up adjustments and whatnot. It's still the standard 27 centimeter, and it is a Bruisemaster. It's actually a limited edition Loguido's Chop Shop Bruisemaster, so if you guys are familiar with those, I don't have one handy at the moment, but yeah. With this particular setup, it's got the XM201 retractable stock. Now, you've probably seen these, they're common as. However, what I have done here is I have custom threaded counting coffees, coffee counts, counting coffees, whew, that's a lot of coffees. Okay, so I don't know if you've seen the standard buffer tubes that these come with, but they're absolute garbage. Plus the LS, I'm not even on the close-up. The LS actually has a threaded receiver. So the buffer tube threads straight into the back of this receiver. It doesn't have that crappy, janky Gen 8 bullshit. I do have the buffer tube hidden somewhere here. I've got this one. Okay, alright, so this is the standard crap that it comes with. See, it's got that Gen 80 type adapter in there. It's so plasticky. You can here, that one. And this is supposed to go there. And you see it's got this big empty bit here. This part in here is supposed to go in here. It's supposed to go that way. And this screw, the nut, the jam nut, is actually not even real. That's just molded plastic in there. So yeah, this is crap. I hate it. So what I did is I took a standard buffer tube, and you can see if I threaded this standard buffer tube into the receiver, I don't have enough thread to barely fit a jam nut on, let alone fit it through this and put the nut on the back. So all of this thread, basically from there to there, that whole section there, I threaded that all on the lathe, so that can go all the way in, and I can fit the nut on. You may also, probably can't see in this camera angle, but the buffer tube is a bit shorter than your standard one. Can you see that? This is the standard one. You can't really see it. It's a touch shorter. I made it shorter because I wanted to collapse this stock all the way. I wanted, if I had this here, then this stock would only like collapse to there. And I figure, what is the point of a collapsible stock if you can't collapse it all the way? As it is, the thing's only got 4 notches. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Actually, sorry, it's only got 3 notches. It's only got 3 notches, and I had to make the 4th one. So I made the 4th one so that that locks into place at the completely folded position. The coffee site is slow, is it? I don't know. I don't think it's that slow. But you can see here, this now sits flush in the lowest position. This was the lowest position. So I've modified that so that will now sit flush, and it will lock in. Yeah, it used to be like basically 1, 2, and 3, and that was the most you could fold it in, even with that crappy stock, the plastic one. So I made an extra one. I'll pull that out and I'll show you. You can see it because it's the shiny one. This one. So comes standard 1, 2, 3 positions. There they are, 1, 2, 3, and then that's the 4th one that I've filed in there. There you go, you might see it in that angle. There. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, that gives me the perfect, collapsible stock, so it can go all the way out to its full extended and all the way in, and there is still enough space in here to fit a Bossy LiPo, 11 volt Bossy LiPo. So yeah, win-win. I think that's good. There's enough space in there to tuck. Now that I've pulled it all out, it's never going to go back in. But there is enough space in there to tuck all the wires and everything in there, and the battery. There we go. 11 volts. Bob's your uncle. Internally, I think you might know what Noble, how to It's a nylon Gen 8. It's got metal gears, just your standard sort of sintered metal gears. I don't even remember what brand they are. They're strong enough, they're shimmed, they'll go good. And it's got the Loophole LCO. This thing is awesome. This thing is a great little red dot, if you can see down there. Crack it on. Oh, there you go. I saw it there for a second. Oh, there it is. Oh, camera lag. By the time I see it, I've already moved. Oh, now it's green. And now it's red. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, in terms of red dots that I've gotten from AliExpress, this is one of the better ones, man. This is awesome. I really like it. I mean, for this particular, this is like a QCB style. It's actually kind of a jack of all trades because it is high fire rate, sort of short QCB style, but it's also got a hop up and 27cm barrel, so it can hold its own in the long range game as well. Yeah, bit of a jack of all trades. So that is, I think that's about it. Is there anything I haven't covered? CQB, what did I say? CQB, close quarters battle. I'm dyslexic. Right, Gen 9, what? Right. Yes, it is nice to have the machinery on hand. Like, hey, I haven't always had the machinery. I've gone out and bought it for purpose. So it's definitely nice. I was having a bit of a laugh. I was looking at one of my original videos. Yeah, I need coffee. I was looking at one of my original videos when I first came in here, and I said, what am I going to do with this workshop? And one of the comments I made was, maybe I'll have a metal lathe one day. And yeah, it's only a baby lathe, but it gets the job done. It does what I need. Alright. So, any questions? I'm going to run through the chat, because I've been talking a lot and not paying attention to the chat, so I'm just going to run through it. My channel's second best. What's the first? Well, didn't Vass say his was the first? Clearly. Want to see more of the Titan? Yes. Hey, speaking of the Titan, what handguard do we want on that one? The 12 inch? I think that was what I was putting on it. Oh yeah, if you are buying me a coffee, write your name in, and here's a sneaky tip as well. If you're buying me a coffee and you're writing your name in there and you're writing a comment, because like, don't leave it as anonymous, because then if I want to send you stuff, I don't know who you are. Write your name in the comment as well, because then you almost double dip. Because when I run random text selector, if your name's in the comment, and yeah, you know, just a trick. Just a trick. Do I have many patches left? Yeah, I've got a Hey Darren, just send me an email, man. I know you've been commenting on my videos lately, and something's been up with YouTube, and it's been either muting the comments or deleting the comments or whatever, because I see them come up. I get notifications saying that you've commented, but then when I go to the video to see the comment, it's not there. So I don't know, F knows. YouTube, it's a funny thing. Let's see. Yeah, just email me. My email is dloguido@gmail.com. I'll put it in the thing. Put it in the thing. Dloguido. What is going on here? Boom. Alright, yeah. You almost got it right, Vague, but it's DEELoguido@gmail.com. So close. So close. Oh, MK box. Man, I'm so keen. Look. I got the DSG here. I got the DSG. I got the. Should I go to close up cam? Hang on. I was close up cam. What? What am I doing? I got the DSG here. See, I got. Focus, you fuck. Alright. Yes, I got the DSG there, so I'm ready to make it break. Make it break. I have, in my possession, I have 2 MK boxes. I have the... Bear with me. Somewhere. Alright, I got the MKV2 and I got the MK Gen 9. Eh? We're gonna want a close up on that, aren't we? No one cares about ears. Or do they? So we got the V2 and we got the Gen 9. Two of them ready to go to war with each other. Now I don't want to break these. Just for when I said I'm ready, ready to break, I'm hoping they don't break. I mean, they look pretty good. I'm just gonna build it and see what happens. If it breaks, then it breaks. But if it doesn't, then that's awesome. The only thing I'm waiting on now is bushes. Waiting on bushes. For some reason, my bushes that I ordered umpteen freaking however long ago, they haven't arrived yet. So if I haven't made the video, it's because I haven't got the parts to make the video. Yeah, I got a lot of builds that I'm doing, and a lot of the time I'm literally just sitting around waiting for parts to arrive. You can see my face in the reflection. You can! Can you see what I'm doing? Can you see it? Can you see it? Hey, you can probably imagine. Who's hoping giveaway of these bad boys? Well, you know what's going to happen to this one. If you don't know, if you don't know, I am going to tell you now. I'm putting the DSG in it. I'm putting a... What do we got? M150? putting an M150 in it. I could probably go with a bigger spring for a DSG, to be honest. But like, I'll see how that goes, and if that's not enough, then I'll always put more in, I guess. And I'm putting it in a Kublai. I'm putting it in the Kublai M4 because, yeah, why not? I mean, I've got that Kublai, and it's a bucket of. It's a really, really, really nice receiver. The quality of the receiver is brilliant. It's so nice, but the gearbox. The gearbox. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm pretty sure the gearbox has been designed to be removed and thrown directly into the bin. Is there any problems with the Gen 9? Which one? I love Gen 9s. Like, I love Gen 8s and Gen 9s. They're all great blasters. In my opinion, Jingming make the best blasters in terms of mechanical operation. Maybe not in terms of external solidness, but do I have a motor for the DSG? No, I don't. It's a very valid point. I don't have a motor for it, but I'm sure I could dig one up. I could probably just rifle through my bin of parts and find something. I don't know, I'll put something in it. Like, it's got to be good, right? Like, I figure that if I'm going, like, if I'm going to build this thing, I'm going to build it ridiculous. I'll put the biggest of everything. Maybe not the biggest. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to build it and hope that it works and video it. And then you guys can watch my many perils. Alright, what is wood 18:1 mash gels? No, I don't see why not. Why? No. 18:1. Why would that mash gels? Gold, super speed. You know what bugs me when when companies call their motors in spring sizes like M150? Really, really bothers me because like when people are talking about M150s, I'm immediately thinking of springs. People are talking about motors. That's all I got tonight. That's all I got for you. Basically. Have I ever thought about making fully done up boxes and putting them on eBay? I build boxes for people. Just not on a large scale. The thing is, like, I'm one guy with a very, very large workload, and I don't have a lot of time to just put aside to build boxes and stuff. Like, yeah, I do get a lot of requests, but yeah, I understand that the motor is referencing the spring size, Dean. I do understand that, but I just think it's annoying when people are talking about it and they say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that M150," and I'm like, "Oh, spring? That's a yeah." No, it's just yeah. I get it. All right. Is there? That's pretty much all I've got for you this evening. What I might do though is I might give away some patches. I'll give away some patches to some people who have bought me coffee. Let me just run through a random. Hey, Vague Strategist, do you have a text file for me full of texts of names of people? Do you have that? Because I'm gonna go random text. Random text selector. I think that's the one. Random. Random. Alright, there we go. It is aprosto.com if you're curious what bit of software I'm using. Retro, you sent me a list. Only 3 people. Is that the list? Is that the list? I gotta find where my chat is now. Where's my chat window? Is that the list, man? Alright, all 3 of them. All 3 of them. Patrick, Mitch, and Darren. You will be getting patches. Just send my email with the link I sent you before, DLoguido @gmail.com. Send me an email with your address details and I will get you some patches. Because you 3 guys are legit. And that's it me for the night. I gotta work tomorrow, so I gotta pack it up early. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Oh wait, what's my opinion of the new AEWM? I haven't seen it yet. So I don't know. I don't have an opinion until I see it. Yes, email me about patches. You joined and you saw the most beautiful picture ever. Was it this one? Was it that one? Is that the most beautiful picture or was it that one? Alright, anyway guys, thanks for tuning in. I will catch you next time.